Just about a lot of things I love about money. The money never judges, so me get it how you can. The money doesn't switch, your money doesn't act funny. The money turn a young boy into a grown man.
Hello, hi everyone. My name is Nandi Nans Shitiba and I welcome you to another installment of Grow Yo Penny, where finance is made simple. Thank you guys for tuning into the live. Today we're doing a very different thing because this is the first time that I will ever interview people. So thank you to everyone who made sure they kept up with me this week as we were talking, planning this day. It's a very important day to me because my channel just turned 1 year. So it's really a big moment for me because when I started my channel, I just thought I'm just doing this for fun. Nobody's gonna watch, but the love that I got and how everybody interacted with me meant so much to me. And what meant the most to me is that it was who were giving me the love and always telling me bring more content. So I just decided, since it's Women's Month, let me take this moment to celebrate other women who have also been doing great things. And trust me, these women are great, and you're going to find out in a second what these women are all about. They started businesses from the ground up. They have been trailing, and I've been seeing their moves over the past year, and I'm like, I had to DM these women, make sure that they know that I love and appreciate them and see their work, and just to let them know how inspiring they are. So without a waste of any moments, we will get to our first guest, and her name is, sorry for that guys, so we went to the same high school, and yeah, she's really doing things. So you guys are gonna have to forgive me. I don't really know how lives work, so I don't know how you invite person on, but let me do that. Hey girl.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, and how are you?
I'm well, thank you. There's a bit of extra sound, but I just hope that you can hear me.
I can hear you loud
That's
and
perfect.
clear.
Okay, that's
So
perfect.
no, don't worry. The technical issue was not from your side. My sister called
from
me.
your
Why
side? Oh.
Yeah, calling me. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
So,
No, I'm sorry about that.
Thank you, Basi. Thank you so much for taking time to be on my live. Truly appreciate it.
It's only a pleasure. It's only a
Plus,
pleasure.
you're on. I mean, this means a lot to me that you're actually doing this.
No, it's
so
only
yeah,
a pleasure.
So tell us, a bit about yourself, a bit about your business. Like, who's Basisana for those who don't know?
Okay, Basitana is a 22-year-old from Pretoria. I am currently studying a BCom degree at the University of Pretoria, and I have 2 businesses. I think the one that is mostly known by everyone is the balloon business. It's a luxury events business. We do balloon deco, and that's what we focus on. The second one is a supply business. And yes, so I'm from Pretoria. I'm 22 years old, and I have 2 businesses. So really, I just want to be a serial entrepreneur. That is my goal.
That's your calling. So with that being said, you said you have 2 businesses. So just tell us, before you started these 2 businesses, were there any other businesses that you started, and were they successful?
Fortunately, this is my first one. So
wow.
I haven't started a business before. This is my first one.
So your first business, you started it and it flourished.
I mean, I think saying that it flourished is completely subjective, but it is growing. It is fully growing. And yes, I was fortunate enough to have my first one go the way that it's currently going.
So you're being humble, girl. You're being humble.
Maybe I'm being a bit modest. You understand?
Yeah, you're just being like.
I think there's still room for growth. Like, I'm appreciative of how far it has gotten, but there's definitely still room for it to grow some more.
Like, you still have more goals you want to achieve.
Definitely.
No, the sky's the limit for you, girl.
Always.
So, what motivated you to get into a luxury gifting, or rather we can say balloon setup type of company? Like, what motivated you or gave you the thought, like, I can actually do this?
So, this is not a question, like, whenever I get asked this question, the way that I answer it is not always how it's expected to be answered. I just really have a passion for being an entrepreneur. I knew that I wanted to start something. I knew that I wanted to provide a service that is going to be, like, it's going to make a difference in someone else's life, like a service that is going to be appreciated. So I really just kept on praying to do something that will work well, like, with me, like being the person that I am on a day-to-day basis, and obviously on a financial aspect as well. Like, and then I just one day, like, I had been praying for months before I actually got the idea that I should start a balloon business. And then I just woke up
Yeah.
one day and I was like, balloons. And then I just, like, did some research, and then I found out what exactly, like, is there a market. I mean, that was not difficult to figure out because people celebrate every single day. It was just a matter of how do you go about it. And that's basically, I guess, the motivation that I got to start a balloon business.
So I love that you mentioned that during the journey there was a lot of praying, right? So I know we all believe in a lot of different things, but then how much of a role do you think your belief played in how your business turned out?
I think it plays a huge role. Like it personally, like, my beliefs sustain me. Like, that's who I am. Every single thing in my life is influenced by that, whether it be challenges, whether it be the possible failure of the company, like every single thing, like making a decision based on the business, like doing something that someone has to be happy about. Like, my belief plays a huge role in every single part of that. Before, like, I'm absolutely grateful that I was trusted with the opportunity to do this for someone else. Like, people work for their money. Like, people absolutely
Yeah.
work for their money. They don't just decide that I want to spend money on a business. So to me, it's very important to get to a place where I understand that someone works for this money. I was trusted with someone's happiness to deliver a service. It's more than just popping, I mean, balloons. Like, it's really more than just that. To me, it's literally just someone that worked hard for their money, trusted you with it. So I'm constantly praying to be some sort of blessing in someone else's life. There's nothing that gives me more fulfillment than seeing my customers happy with the work that I've done. I do not,
Wow.
like, I don't, of course I'm human, so I'll forget sometimes, but I don't believe in even doing a setup without praying. Like, absolutely everything has
Yeah.
to come from a place of gratitude, from a place of praying, so that someone else can receive it the way that I intend for it to be received.
Wow, this is beautiful.
Thank you.
So what can you say to any woman right now who's sitting at home, who's doubting to start their own business, or has this idea, this skill, and they just don't know, how to go about it? What would be your advice to that young girl? Or if you, a year ago, 2 years ago, what would you have said to yourself?
I think the world is big enough for all of us. Like, I think that's the fortunate thing. Like, the market is big enough for everyone, and where you are purposed, you will absolutely flourish. So I think it's very important for people to go above their feelings, above their fears, and just take the leap of faith. Like, if it doesn't
Wow.
work out, it's not the end of the world. Do you understand what I'm saying? But and also, it always gives you some sort of comfort to know that something is not working out after you've tried it. So I think people
Yeah.
should just really take the leap of faith. Like, it sounds cliche, but that's really just how it is. It's like, when I had ideas to start this business, people just kept on saying to me, just start. And it seems so cliche because that's what everyone just said. But then you realize that once you've started, you make your mistakes, and then you go beyond your mistakes. Like, you learn from your mistakes. You understand that you'll still make more mistakes, but you understand also that at the end of the day, you're human. Like, you are bound to
Yeah.
make the mistakes. So I think it's
You're
very
not
important for
perfect.
us as people. It's literally trial and error. Like, we're literally placed on this earth not knowing what we're supposed to do. Like, and if you don't keep trying, you'll never know where you fit in. So you need to try. The later you start, the later you find something that you're actually meant to be doing as a human.
That's true. And one of my
Mm.
favorite quotes, the shortest way to fail is not trying at all, but the key
True.
to life is always trying again. So I
Mm.
love that you mentioned something
Mm.
along those lines, that you'll never know until you try. And
That's a
obviously for
fact.
you, it worked out, and we're
Mm.
still expecting big and great things from you. Thank you so much, Basi, for
Thank
joining
you.
me. for everybody who
You're
wants to follow her
welcome.
business, it's at Shop Balloons. I don't know, is it
Mm-hmm.
a hyphen? Is it a, I'm bad
There's
with
no
those.
there's no special cases. It's literally just Shop
Okay.
Balloons ZA.
Shop Balloons ZA.
I'll
Make
just
sure to
put it
follow
on the
her business,
comments
guys.
below.
Please do, because
Hmm.
her
Thank
balloons,
you.
guys, she's being humble. Her balloons are luxury. They are classy. She knows what she's doing. So please do follow her business. And thank you so much, Patsy, for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your
You're always
trip.
welcome. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Wow, guys, that was a mouthful from Basitsana. She really went in, and I love how she told us how God was part of everything that she was like she does. She does everything with God. Even when she's setting up, she does it with God. I believe that in life, whatever you believe in, take it to your business, take it to your academics. Make sure you always start at the center, and the center is God. So now we're going to move on to another wonderful woman who is just trailblazing in a field that most people are scared to get into. She's in the manufacturing side of things. She makes her own skincare products, and her name is Kiribone Sehole, and she is the founder of Meiponi Aesthetics. Guys, make sure you stay tuned in because you don't want to miss this one. Let me just add her.
Hi, Nandi.
Hey, sis. Welcome.
Shine 1 year.
So cute and happy. Welcome, welcome, sis.
Thank you so much. And congratulations on your YouTube channel. Like, wow. I continue to achieve more and more.
By the grace of God, it shall happen. Thank you.
It's a pleasure, babe.
So, without any waste of time, simply tell us about yourself.
Okay, as you mentioned, my name is Kiribone Sehole, and I'm a Bachelor of Political Sciences graduate in Business Management and Manufacturing. So I'm founder and managing director of When Aesthetics. It's a level 1 triple BE company, and we manufacture exceptional quality natural products for body care, suitable, yeah, affordable, and yes, that's
What motivated you, girl, to start your business?
opportunity. I was faced with challenges in terms of employment. In our country, being a graduate does not guarantee that you will get a job. So having
Yeah.
a passion for personal care, I saw a gap in the market to say, I've always manufactured or experimented with products that I used on myself. Why don't I package it? And did. People bought, and we are where we are today. Yeah. So,
Oh, wow.
so that's it.
So, I always wonder people who create products from the ground up. When you were, sitting at home and you had this idea, how did you figure out, like, okay, I'm going to use this and that ingredient, I'm going to mix this and this, and it's going to make this and that? So just tell us the process and how decide the ingredients, the process of making your products.
Okay. Like I said, I experiment a lot, and I have a genuine interest in personal care. So, watching programs such as Top Billing, and you would see someone at the bar, and they would mention things such as a coffee scrub, and I would do my research to find out what exactly is this product. I found that these are resources that I had in the house. If I had to do something, it would be readily available. So basically, my genuine interest, as well as research, just ensuring that I capacitate myself with the knowledge. If I genuinely want to do this, how do I impact myself with the knowledge to make sure that I carry it out correctly? I make sure that my products are on trend. I make sure, the ingredients to the goal of the company, to have them natural, to have affordable, to have them exceptional. So research and interest, yeah, that's how I knew.
Wow. Okay. I love how you just used the things you had and you turned it into a business. That is inspiring.
Yeah, that's how it is. You should never look outside of yourself for what you want to do. You have all the resources that you need. You just need to be innovative with them. I like
Right.
what the previous said. Just start. You don't have to go looking for a million. Look at what you have around you. Be resourceful. Be creative. Come together. The business will grow to the point where the resources that you'd like to have in order to scale the growth are available. As a first step, just use what you have.
That's true. Because many of us fail to start because we're like, I don't have this, I don't have that. But by using what you have, that gives you a foot in to at least start. So,
Yes.
on that note, I just would like to know, was there any other business that you started before pursuing this one?
Of course. I had a number of startups. I went into baking. I've been into fashion design. I've been into retail. So there were a number of things that I did. It's trial and error. I think with anything in life, to figure
Yeah.
yourself out, there's things that you might have to go through. I appreciate the experiences because they've given me the experience and knowledge that I have today. So yeah.
Okay. And what I wanted to ask is, how did you determine that, Miponi Aesthetics will not just be a skincare brand? Because for those who don't know, last year I was an MC at a Miponi Aesthetics brand where it was an entrepreneurship luncheon. So I just want to know, when did you decide, okay, I'm gonna go into a different type of, like, my business is not just gonna sell and make profit, but I also want to give back.
It's a passion project. I like you said, giving back. That's something that I really, really have an interest in as well. So I saw the opportunity to say, entrepreneurs need to engage. We need to create an ecosystem especially as young people. We are our own economy. We can create an economy of our own that can sustain us. So let's meet, let's network, let's engage, let's see what can I supply you. So collaborating, things that I have in mind. So
Mhm.
of growing and diversifying my business as well as growing my market instead of just introducing this to other businesses for business
Yeah.
instance, let me also engage other entrepreneurs. So that was the idea behind it. We're looking forward to many more that are to come. Hopefully, as settled with COVID, we'll just take more events, and I hope everyone's on the live events.
No problem. Like, I hope you have more events, because that event was the best thing that could have ever happened, especially after the year we had in 2020. Because as you are saying, the importance of working together, collaboration. Entrepreneurs really need to know that in order for you to grow, you need a network of people who are like-minded, who also can give you ideas and help you in a way that you probably wouldn't have thought of doing things a certain way. So it is very important to be with like-minded people. So just to close it off on your segment, what would you say to any young girl who's on the live now, going to see this on my YouTube channel, who is fearing to start their own business? What would be your motivation to them?
Okay. Firstly, I want to say something that goes that fear stands for false evidence appearing real. It's basically a mental thing. You need to fight the battle in your mind because that's where it is. It's nothing real. It's not tangible. Fearing something. So if you can beat it in your mind, everything is achievable. And then another thing I wanted to say is that more things are not achieved because of fear than failure. If you can just remember that if you don't start, don't take action, fail what you're preparing to do simply because you didn't do it. So rather take the chance, rather take the chance, exercise your mental mind and see what will happen.
I love that, because there's actually a book by Joyce Meyer called Battlefield of the Mind. For those who have never read that book, I suggest you read that book. And it really talks about what you've just said, because honestly, most of the things are here. We fail before we even start because of what is in our minds, already going with fear. So that Joyce Meyer book really comes recommended.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
yeah. It's you know, a really really good segment that we've just had. Thank you so much, Kitty Bonnie, for coming on my life and you know just doing what you do, girl. Like you know, dropping that knowledge. You know, thank you for trusting me with your brand, Miboni Aesthetics, and I hope to see you doing bigger and greater things and going to even big retail stores where we can just get your products. For those who don't know Miboni Aesthetics, do make sure to follow it right now and check out the products. They smell good, they do the work, they are good. Thank you, girl, for being on the live.
Thank you, Nandi, and all the best projects. Congratulations again.
Thank you. I'll see you.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Well, guys, so we are moving right along, and I'm so glad of the speakers that you know we've been having on this live. I've been learning a lot, and I hope you guys have also been learning a lot. So right now we are inviting our third guest, and her name is Kaylin. Welcome. And she is also one of the people I went to high school with, and now she's running a successful business called That's a Wrap Co. I'm just waiting for Galen to get on the live and be doing it. I don't know if there's a network problem, but we'll just wait. Hey, girl.
Hi, Nandi. How are
How
you?
you doing? I'm
I'm
good.
good, thanks.
Oh, thank you
Thank you
so
for
much
having me.
for the live.
Thanks for having me. Thank
No,
you.
thank you for trusting me with your brand, hey?
Definitely, definitely.
So we're just gonna start it how we started with everyone. Tell us more about yourself and you know what your business is all about.
Okay. My name is Kaylin. I'm 21 years old. I do gift boxing. I'm currently a final year student. I'm doing marketing and business management. I'm doing BCom. Yeah, I consider myself a creative person, which is something I think is important in this business. I consider myself passionate, goal-driven, all those things.
Oh, I love that. So, you know, what made you choose the type of business that you were in? What made you wake up one day and say, okay, I'm going to start a gifting business?
I think that the reason why I chose gifting is because I enjoy coming up with ideas. Um, I also enjoy gifting people with gifts. So I like it when people receive something, especially something that's personal to them, something that's unique to them, something that they can use. I enjoy that a lot. So I definitely think that everybody should get to experience that, whether they use a service provider, whether they can create it themselves. So gifting is just it's just nice to receive gifts and I enjoy it. I enjoy it. I enjoy gifting a lot.
So one thing that has been big for your business is your community. You know, I've seen how
Definitely, definitely.
the people like from yesterday's have just been like rallying around you, buying from you. So to any business that's running in a specific area, what would you say is the importance of building trust in your community?
Well, I definitely think that it's hard to gain trust from your community, especially when you're starting out. I think that it's hard initially, but I definitely think the key is consistency and being unique, like being authentic, being unique, and also just delivering continuously and surpassing expectations even. I definitely think that's key. To just stay unique, creative, and keep delivering. I think that's the key.
Wow. And you know, on that note of staying unique, one thing that always shocks me each and every time I go on your business page,
Mm.
every gift is different. Like you don't repeat the same
Yes,
thing. Everything
yes.
with you is always unique and new. So just tell us a bit more about that. What is the importance of being creative and being unique in your line of business?
I think it's crucial. You need to keep, in order to stay relevant, I think you need to continuously come up with new ideas. So generally, I try to make each box unique and specific to that person, be it themes, specific requirements, their favorite colors, anything you can think of that makes it authentic to that person. I generally try and keep it that way to ensure that each person who receives their box is like just for them. It's like
Mm.
especially just for them, specifically
Feels
everything,
like
all
it's
their favorites. I try to exactly. Each person's box is specifically 100% made just for them.
wow, I love that because sometimes you just want to feel like because we know our boyfriends don't really know what we like, so just call Kaylin,
Yes,
guys.
yes,
If you're on the live and you
yeah,
like me, please,
definitely.
your girl. My birthday's
Please,
coming up, so just I
definitely,
really
please do.
so like one of the things that I think because I've also started businesses and stopped running those businesses because
Yeah,
of this one specific thing, pricing. My biggest
oh
downfall
yes,
is pricing. I either undercharge, overcharge. So tell us,
overcharge.
like, with so many different things that you offer, so many different varieties, how do you determine prices for each?
Well, generally, I've noticed that people usually have a budget, even if it's for somebody close to them, even if it's for whoever, people have a specific budget they want to stick in. And I mean, with everything going on, it's understandable. So I
Yeah,
try to let them determine the price. It just works so much better because once you know what somebody's willing to spend, it gives you a clear direction on what to include, how big the box is, how small, the quality of contents in the box. Everything is solely based on what people are
yeah.
willing to spend. So that budget that they have, be it large, be it small, if you come to me and you say, listen, I can only spend this much, my aim really is to still accommodate. My aim is
Uh,
still to help, still to put something of quality in the box, but definitely something that matches your budget.
oh,
So I
that's
try
so
to
beautiful.
accommodate.
Because we all really just want to
Thank
to
you.
do special things for the ones we love, but sometimes we can't afford it.
Definitely,
You know. So I think
definitely.
your line of
And
business, when you
I
yes,
try
go
to be
on.
sympathetic to that because
Mm.
I try to be sympathetic to that because I feel like everybody wants at one point to give somebody with something special, but just because your budget isn't doesn't mean you can't make something personal for that person, something unique, something special. So I definitely try to accommodate. Yeah.
Wow, that's so beautiful. Because sometimes you really want to support a business, want to support to buy something nice, but you see the price tag and you're like, I'm out. So I love
Definitely.
that because you accommodate everyone.
I try to. I try my best. I try my best.
So to a young girl or even just anyone who's even our age, even older, who's watching, who's gonna watch this live, who's on this live, what would you say to them as women? Like, what should they do when they want to start their businesses?
Okay, so I don't want to sound cliche, but I definitely think just start. I think start even if you're unsure. Start without the validation. Start without, sometimes even start without a plan. Just as
Yeah.
soon as you make strides in starting, as soon as you can just be like, you know what, this is something I want to do. I definitely think you learn along the way. And as time goes on, you become comfortable in what you're doing. So I definitely think there's no deadline to your success. So start even if you are unsure. Just I definitely think that is the key. Just start. I know it sounds
Wow.
cliche, but I promise, just start. It's all.
Oh, I loved what you said. There's no deadline
Thank
to
you
success. So that was really
to your
beautiful.
success especially. Yeah,
Wow. Like that, I think we all needed to hear that because we all putting these timelines like if I don't have this by this age, it's over for
definitely.
me.
It's like it's like a checklist. You almost like it's like high school, college, this, that. But everybody's
Yeah.
road is different, and I think as soon as you learn that your place is not the next person's place, and you just start. You just start. I definitely think that there's no limit to what you can achieve as soon as you just start. just get the ball rolling. Definitely. That would
Wow,
be
thank
the
you
best thing
so
I can
much.
tell anybody there. Ah, thank you
Wow.
so much for having me, Nandi.
Thank you
Thank you.
for coming on this live, for trusting me with your brand. So to everybody on this live right now, this is Galen, and she has her own business called That's a Rap Co. Just under the comments, Milano just
Yeah,
posted
I'll just
the
ask that. Yes,
everybody must go press on it, follow her page, make sure to do so. She does some amazing gifts, and like she said, she accommodates
thank
everyone.
you.
So come with your budgets, she's gonna do it. Thank you so much for coming on the live,
Thank
truly
you.
appreciate
Thank you so
you.
much for having me. And congratulations on everything, right? Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thanks.
and congratulations to you for starting. Like you said, let's just start. And thank you for reminding us there's no deadline to success. I'm taking that,
Thank
for
you
the
for
rest of
having
my
me.
life. See you.
Please do. Please do. See you.
All the best in everything and your business. Wow, guys. So that was our third speaker. Galen, welcome. As I said, do follow That's a Rap Co. on their Instagram page. Check it out. It's really the greatest thing that you will ever see. So, like she said, there's no deadline to success. So start today. Get going. Whatever dreams you have, get going on. So, well, guys, unfortunately, it doesn't seem like Asipe is going to be joining the live. But thank you all for tuning in to a very exclusive Grow Your Penny episode where we did our first live. We did our first interviews, which was three of them from three amazing women doing great things all around Pretoria. And that's what I love. This episode was just to motivate everyone, or this live rather was just to motivate everyone to go after their dreams, no matter how young, no matter how old, no matter how you feel you're inadequate. It is possible for everyone. Just start, stay in your faith, continue to fight the battle in your mind. These are all the words that we learned from the three beautiful women. So just continue, go forward in your business. This is Women's Month. I will always celebrate women and everything that they do. Let's just keep holding each other. Let's stay together as a unit and continue to grow this country, because we have a lot to give. And to all the men who continue to rally with us, fight for us, continue to do so, because we need you, we love you, we appreciate you, we see you, and we hope that you see us too. So thank you guys so much for joining me this morning on this live. It was really one of the best things I've ever done in my life. Grow Your Penny turns one, but this is not the end for Grow Your Penny. So like I always say, love you all. Mwah.